Hi everyone, I'm Maz and I'm very excited to do a quick unboxing for you of the new gimbal called Weebill from Zhiyun, and this is it. I got it a couple of days ago and I already actually quickly unboxed it and because I was too excited, but I did want to unbox it in front of everybody because I wanted to start getting into the video game seriously. My wife and I already used the first version of Zhiyun Gimbal, and it wasn't called Weebill, it was called Crane. We found that it wasn't our first gimbal, by the way. We had another one, but it was really terrible to use, and we found that Zhiyun Gimbal was actually amazing. It was very light to travel with, and sometimes it would not be able to hold a more heavy lens that we usually pair with our Sony a7R III camera. So we had to always use our little Sony RX camera, RX100 Mark IV, that's the camera. Also very good camera. So it comes in a case like this. Look at this case. It's a proper case. Like, you can travel with this case. Not that I'm gonna travel with this case because it takes way too much space, but it's very safe to travel with. It's a case that you usually get from a professional level equipment. It has two locks, and this is what you get inside. Look at that. Look at the level of detail, and just packaging is so nice. You get this little pouch, and inside the pouch you get all the little like cables, chargers, screws, USB Type-C adapter. You get this little rectangular thing. So what you need it for. A lot of mirrorless cameras have this short distance problem between the bottom of the camera and the lens. Look at that distance, it's almost non-existent. So if you're going to put so this is a quick release plate for the gimbal, for example. If you put it flat out on the quick release plate, you see how it touches the bottom of the plate, and so it prevents your lens to rotate the focus ring. And that's why you would pop this on top of the quick release plate and put the camera on top of that. You see how it doesn't touch anything? So this is before. The previous versions of Zhiyun Crane did not come with a quick release plate, and Weebill now does. So yeah, great. Then one of the features of this new gimbal is this handle. So you can mount it at the bottom of your gimbal to either. But before I move there, so you also get two proprietary batteries from Zhiyun and a charger. You can also charge your gimbal with the batteries inside through USB Type-C or micro USB, but you also get this if you want to charge it separately. So back to this handle. The beauty of this handle is that you can spread the legs like that and balance your camera. How cool is this thing? Finally, a professional level equipment at the price of enthusiast equipment. So this is another benefit. You can lock each and every part or joint of this gimbal so it doesn't wobble around and you don't try to balance it chaotically. So in this instance, I can unlock, for example, this part there, lock, unlock. I would unlock that and see how it starts to rotate. And I would unlock the part here as well, and it will start. Well, it should start. Rubber. Right now it moves like this as well on this axis, and I would unlock this part there, and now it moves in that axis. However, let's lock back again everything that we don't need wobbling and moving, so it's easier for us to balance the camera. And this is the beauty of balancing this new Zhiyun gimbal. So this is that little plate that we use to just elevate our camera a little bit. So as I explained earlier, so your lens doesn't touch the quick release plate of the gimbal. And oh wow, look at me, I'm so organized. I have a little coin here to just fasten this rectangular mount, and then it also mounted on the quick release plate itself. So if there's anything that's unclear, like I'm not using anything extra or any other tools outside of the box except for this coin, which you need to fasten the bolts, the screws. Now that I have mounted the camera on the quick release plate, I'll just pop the quick release plate in the front of the gimbal, and it should be fairly easy. Yes, as I predicted. It is. It's fairly easy actually. However, I do want this part to move further to the back. It doesn't move, therefore I'm going to unscrew this and move the camera back where I need it to be. Okay. With the camera moved to the back, we'll insert the quick release plate into the base, and now we have the right amount of distance between the quick release plate. Well, we have enough, the perfect weight to balance in this axis, which is what? X, Y, Z. This is the X axis, I suppose. All right, so we balanced that. We opened the other arm, the next arm, basically here. And you see how it moved completely to the right. So instead of tilting to the right, we should basically move the weight all the way to this side. Well, not all the way. Well, we're balancing it. Well, that's perfect, actually. Then we fastened the screw. Now it's balanced. And we opened the final base right here. All right, so it's perfectly balanced now, relatively. Yeah, it's balanced. And we put the batteries inside the gimbal, which is right here at the bottom. And pop those batteries right into the gimbal. And we can close this handle, turn on the gimbal right here. It can be confusing in the beginning. I first tried to press this button, which is actually video recording. It's not a full-on review, it's just a quick unboxing, so I wanted to show you how to quickly assemble it and, you know, and start shooting. So just hold that power button for 3 seconds and it should start working. It's very light, very easy to use. And this is, I'll show you just the other benefit that I really wanted, why I wanted this gimbal so much. Basically, if you can unscrew this handle and screw it right in the middle and do those low angle shots. Look at that. How cool is that? Very easy to travel with as well. And let me just turn off the gimbal. That's 3 seconds holding the power button. And that locking mechanism is really beautiful. So now if I wanted, if I took my shot, I just lock that base again, lock the second joint here, okay, and then lock the camera. I don't know which axis, Y axis. So this is how I would travel with this gimbal. Just check that out. It can look a little weird from afar. You know, if people were looking at you, it does look a bit like a gun, but it is a camera equipment. So again, I'm very excited to start using this this gimbal, and yeah, I will do a full review as soon as I start using it. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.